The copper-colored mountain of Padmasambhava is a concept that primarily comes out of the revealed treasure or Dharma tradition of the Nyingma. And it's really, we really begin to see it with Nyangral, Nyingma Oser, and then Guru Chowang. So we're talking 12th, 13th century. So the notion of the copper-colored mountain is this is a location, a geographic location that Padmasambhava went to when he left Tibet after spending so many years in Tibet teaching his 25 principal students and others, generally in secret in mountain caves and mountaintops and deep valleys spread throughout Tibet and the Himalayas, Bhutan, Sikkim, and Nepal. So the copper-colored mountain is a place that's said to be generally in the south, often believed to be Sri Lanka, to be the Raksha island, so which is modern-day Sri Lanka. And although some teachers like to muse about all different types of locations, such as Ayers Rock in Australia and Madagascar near Africa, all kinds of places have locations have come up as being suggested by modern Tibetan teachers. But anyway, the copper-colored mountain is said to be on an island. It's on the center of an island, and there Padmasambhava has a giant palace, and it has different levels, and different Dharma texts will give more or less detail as to what the palace configuration is and who is in attendance in the courtyard. Now, often in paintings, what you find is Padmasambhava at the center of the composition, with the palace surroundings above an island, and then outside of the island, across the water, in the foreground, is this are all these demon figures, all these Raksha figures. So it's not really clear whether or not this copper-colored mountain is like an island on an island, and then all of the Rakshas, all of the demon figures are on the main part of the island, but in the center, in this other island where the copper-colored mountain is and the palace of Padmasambhava, there you find the different emanations of Padmasambhava and various students. Now, what is common more often than not are the 8 manifestations. The 8 main forms of Padmasambhava are in the courtyard or surrounding the main form of Padmasambhava. They're also, depending on the composition, there could be lineage teachers, there could be meditational deities, Guru Trakpo, Simhamukha. There can be all types of deities, even the Kagye, the 8 pronouncement deities, including the Vajrakila or Vajrakilaya deity. So you can have many different types of composition in terms of the secondary figures, but the primary subjects are the Padmasambhava, the palace, the island, and then surrounded by water, and then land in the foreground with these Raksha demons. This is the basic components for the copper-colored mountain. And it will depend on the different Nyingma tradition as to how it's depicted. It'll depend on the exact Dharma text that it's drawing from. And it will also depend on the particular artistic style in that region of the Himalayas or Tibet where the painting is actually commissioned. We do have one variation on this, and that is Chogyur Lingpa in the 19th century. He had a dream one night. Dream or a vision. He had a dream, and when he awoke, he wrote down his experience, and there were a number of paintings made based on Chogyur Lingpa in his dream actually visiting the copper-colored mountain and visiting certain places and having a certain route, a certain circuit as to how he approached the copper-colored mountain and meeting Padmasambhava. Otherwise, aside from Chogyur Lingpa, the copper-colored mountain are fairly basic, only depending on religious Nyingma tradition and artistic style.